Thank you for joining for a presentation about Leading with Vision by Victoria May. Leading with Vision. The ability to create a vision and engage others around it is one of the biggest lacking competencies in contemporary leadership, according to Hageman and et al. 2019. DAFT 2015 asserts that strong and inspiring visions have been associated with higher organizational performance and greater employee motivation and satisfaction. This is on page 298. For this reason, I'm creating a generalizable series of initiatives to integrate and align team members with the vision and set all future decision-making in alignment with the vision. This is important because the capability to make an empowering vision statement is essential for executives to develop if they are to inspire others, command loyalty, and keep talent engaged. Hageman et al. 2019. Connecting with the vision statement is key for employees to feel like they are part of something bigger than themselves. These are all the purposes of leading with vision. The action steps in this plan for integrating the vision into any business is an initial meeting. This can be in person or online, depending on the scope of your employees, if they tend to work from home. It is preferred to have these meetings in person because it will help us connect with our team members and with the vision, which is the objective of the first meeting. Then we will have a series of follow-up meetings with the objective to connect even deeper with the vision and forge clarity while also building connections and shaping culture. The third step will be to post the vision publicly, internally, externally, to be seen and influential on the general public, the subordinates, and the decision-making processes. Lastly, and most important, we will practice and model decision-making with vision. This will include hypothetical scenarios to give subordinates a chance to imagine how they would use the vision to make their decisions. In the initial meeting, which can again be in Zoom or in person if possible, the visionary leader must present the vision with complete clarity if the organization's leaders and employees are to understand where they need to take the organization and what they need to do. This is from Hageman and et al. 2019. The objective of the initial meeting is to connect the team with the vision statement. I would prepare a very visual speech to describe why this is the company's mission, the company's vision. Practicing visualization, maybe even prompting subordinates to close their eyes and picture the world with the vision applied. In the follow-up meetings, we will be aiming to forge clarity and connection with the vision statement. The key to the follow-up meetings are participation. We will open the meeting by having a volunteer recite the vision statement. It would be fun to make this a little challenge to see who can recite the vision statement from memory without applying too much pressure for them to memorize. We want them to try to make it in their own words to show how they understand it. Once the vision statement has been recited, we will open up for questions now that they've had a chance to think about the vision on their own time and process it deeper. Forging clarity is very important with the vision statement and for visionary leaders. We want to encourage those clarifying questions. There needs to be a role clarity so that everyone knows their place, process clarity, and that employees need to know what processes will and will not be used to achieve the vision, and decision-making clarity in order to know when and by whom decisions will be made. These are also from Hageman et al. 2019. The point of the meetings is to connect the subordinates with their vision and give them a chance to clarify how their role specifically uses the vision. In other follow-up meetings, we will be building connections. According to Kearney et al. 2019, having a clear sense of team or organizational goals and what they mean for one's own work is a part of goal clarity. The goal clarity in this case is very related to the vision statement. This is when we will encourage participation by asking for feedback in how each team member connects with the vision personally, how they see it come to life in the organization, and when they might have encountered situations where they didn't know how to apply the vision in their decision making. The next action would be to post the vision statement. The objective of posting the vision statement is to inspire the team. Having it posted visually for people to see will subliminally message themselves to incorporating the vision more into their daily decisions. We will also post the vision statement publicly so that we can be held accountable and set expectations for all of us to work towards achieving. Now, the most important part of this process will be the practice and modeling of scenarios. Negard et al. 2017 conducted a study of how leading by example affected productivity as well as alignment with the company's stated values and ethical business practices. The key in this is leading by example. Hageman et al. Discussed the importance of being vulnerable and being courageous by being vulnerable and describing how the leadership learned personally to apply these visions in their own decisions. If the leadership can be vulnerable and talk about how they learned what they learned and how the vision came to be, and maybe how they personally struggled to apply the vision, maybe even admitting to some mistakes that they'd made and learned from in the past, will help humanize the leadership and realize the vision in its reality of being a challenging thing to apply, but knowing that there is a purpose and a reason for why we are chasing this vision. It was also found that the strongest visions were produced when people used relatively simple mental models, few schema and cases, and they focused on forecasting negative outcomes. Thus, leader performance appears to reflect simplification and attempt to minimize negative outcomes. When there is a scenario presented that either is hypothetical or a past scenario or maybe a predicted scenario that could happen as an outcome of the SWOT analysis of future threats, going through how to apply the vision in these sort of situations that could cause negative outcomes will help subordinates feel more empowered, confident, and able to make the decisions on their own, or to realize when a decision might be out of their hands or something that they might want to bring to a higher up management position to help them make the decision. It's important to run through scenarios, to best prepare subordinates for ways to make these decisions on their own. So these are some of the ways that we suggest applying and aligning subordinates and the organizational process and goals with the vision statement. Thank you. Here are the resources used, and I will also submit these separately.